Don't cry, we gotta live before we die. I'll vivir antes de morir. Yeah, you're gone, but I'ma just do my best and try. Doing my best to hold up at night. Perdiendo mi mente and I feel it. Distracciones como I need it. Yeah, it hurts so much, but I need it. I need to feel las cosas en la vida.
Yes. Thank God it's Friday, I tell you people. The music of Lord Aito. Big up, bro. Yes, using this music to welcome everybody onto the show. I tell you. What's going on, people? International break in the building. I tell you, I don't like international break, but it is what it is tonight. All right, people. You're welcome to the show. Where's the Don? I tell you, the Don in the building. Come on, let's go this way. Using this to welcome everybody on the show. Let's do this. All right. Friday Sport Talk. Let's talk. I tell you, I want to welcome everybody onto this show. All right, this is the Don in the building. That's what they call me, the Don of Sport Entertainment. No mess around. Thank God it's Friday. If you're watching us for the first time, I tell you, there's the station, there's the channel where you get the vibes, where you get the lyrics. We mix it up with music, with vibes. Not just any kind of podcast, not kind of any YouTube channel. I'm telling you, when you're talking about sport, this is the real deal. This is the real deal. I'm not always here alone. I'm always with my crew. I'm telling you, they're all ready. Let's do this. Let's in the building. Raymond, all the way from Ibadan. Oh, my guest tonight. Irate is also in the building. I'm telling you, Robbie is also here with us. Nubian Prince, baddest guy of all guys, is also here. Okay, everybody all the way from Leeds United. I'm going to do something tonight. I'm going to welcome everybody at the same time. Let's do this. Let's at the same time. Opa is in the building. Sylvia Prince in the building. Robbie is in the building. Raymond in the building. Irate in the building. Ole, you're also in the building. How's Coach Jody? Let me ask from you, Ole. How's Coach Jody doing? You're welcome to the show. Yes, Ole. What's going on? I'm crazy tonight, right?
Yeah, good evening, Don. Yeah, we should be public. Yeah, it's a very, very cool evening. Yeah. End of the working week, and at least yes, there's no club football this weekend, but at least we can look forward to it and weekend of vibes and just relaxing until we get back to club football next weekend.
All right, Kule, you know what it means. Tonight is the night. We are talking about two legends tonight. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be cracking. Now, so welcome, Raymond. Raymond, can you hear me loud and clear? You're joining us for the first time. My guest tonight, one of our fans. I'm telling you, Raymond, you're welcome to the show. Talk to me, Raymond.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good to be here. And I just stumbled across a friend who is the first son of Arsene Wenger. The way I saw his name, Nubian Prince, wow, this is Colade, man. I know that better. I know to be Nubian Prince, that I know. And so it's good to be here, good to be on the show this evening to talk about. I know this topic will cause brass balls a lot, anyway, but we're here. I know where bulletproof come. No worry, I did.
All right, full ground. I tell you, people, smash it like on the video. Anybody you are watching from, I'm telling you, Irate is joining me all the way from New Jersey. Irate, talk to me. What's going on? Don't tell me you are for Liverpool tonight.
Oh no, we are taking a break for now. We'll be back, but it's good to be here.
Yes, live.
Great games and yesterday, and good wins from a couple of countries. Another country decided to draw against a team that is, I think, 120 places below them at home. So, but it is what it is. We're not surprised. So, but it's good to be here, and let's get the party started.
All right, you can hear it from Irate. Irate, Ope, I'm telling you, alive. Ope, you are alive. I swear down, you are alive. Talk to me, Ope.
Hola, mi padre. ¿Cómo está?
Come and be Messi. Bien, Messi. No shakings.
It's
You're
a pleasure to
live.
be on ISTV. Thank you so much, John. A big welcome to Raymond as well joining us. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Nubian Prince, can you hear me loud and clear? You're live.
The dog. You go carry whale. Raymond na my brother from another mother. You don't carry whale.
Can you imagine? All right.
You know when the guy called me, I was like, this guy know me tile. The only one day for me say no. Anyway, nice to be here.
All right.
Good luck to guys. I'm ready for the bass bowl. Bring it on.
All right, let's go. All right, Irate, Nubian Prince, Robbie, can you hear me loud and clear? You are live.
Up Nigeria, up Super Eagles.
They play.
For now, as I shout finish, I don't even aid me at all, Abi. All you these unpatriotic Nigerians will revoke your passports. All these unpatriotic Nigerians, your passport shall hereby be revoked.
They play.
I know they do.
Super chicken.
Is United better than Super Eagles? Is United better than Super Eagles?
Oh, John.
United better than Super Eagles?
Of course they are. Why not? Of course.
Why not?
All right, people, let's get the show started. Irate, can we start the show? Can we go? Irate, give me the lowdown. Can we move on? Irate, talk to me. Can we move on?
We all set.
All right, we all set. Now let's go. All right, I got this. The quick debate for tonight. Who is the most successful player? I'm going to tell you one thing tonight. There's a podcast I heard over the week. I'm telling you, Mikel said is the most successful player. And I said, I beg your pardon. I know one guy called Kanu. I'm telling you, is that be real? We're going to discuss it. That's a quick debate for tonight. But let me tell you something. Please drop your comment. I'm telling you, they are great legends. Head to head. That's what we are talking about tonight. Those two legends. I'm talking about Mikel and Kanu. Who is the most successful player? You tell me. But first, I'm going to ask my ISTV crew. I'm going to start with Ogbe. Talk to me. What can you say about this? Who is the most successful player?
With all due respect to John Mikel, there's no comparison, in my own opinion. The king is the king for a reason. What can I say? Should I start from the clubs he played for? From Ajax, Amsterdam, Inter Milan, Arsenal, Portsmouth, he won it all as well. But I give it to Mikel because Mikel has specific trophies that make him stand out. And, Mikel has more caps for the Super Eagles. But, Kanu with the Super Eagles, I mean, when he was there, we had what we call the dream team. And because of his set, that's why subsequent sets, whenever we go for the Olympics, we go with the dream team. But it's the king for me, it's Papilo for me. As far as I'm concerned, there's no debate. Like I said, with all due respect to John Mikel, it's Kanu for me.
I'm telling you, on this channel, we respect our legend right here in Nigeria. Big up. Okwe said it's going to respect. I mean, who is the most successful player? Okwe said Kanu Wako. King Kanu for me. Let's go. Let me ask. Kule, talk to me. I know you have a different opinion. I'm telling you. What do you go for, Kule?
I don't want to go too much because I think I don't want to overflow the issue here, but I think, when it comes to all these comparisons, I always say it's not really necessarily about the trophies, because if we want to even go about trophies, I think Mikel actually has more, right? But he only beats maybe Mikel by, I think maybe 6. I might be wrong. Or is it Kanu that has more? I might be wrong.
Kanu has more.
Oh, okay. Kanu has more. Okay, sorry. I think maybe by 6 or is it 5 or something. By 6. Okay. Thank you very much. But moving away from that, these kind of things are about popularity contest. And if you want to say who is more of the popular figure, I mean, Papa just mentioned Kanu's nickname before he ended, and that name Papilo sticks with people. Like, it is a name that still sticks with people's head till today. I mean, even people who didn't watch Kanu play, they know when you say Papilo, they know who that person is. So I mean, in terms of the popularity contest, I think it is Kanu. I think Mikel doesn't come any close to that level of fame and popularity. So without a doubt, I think it's Kanu.
Oh wow, massive, massive. I'm telling you, Okwe said, Kunle said it's King Kanu. King Kanu. Let me ask you, Raymond. Raymond, are you there live and direct? Can you hear me loud and clear? Raymond, go for it.
Yeah.
Who is the most successful player? Mikel Obi or Kanu Wako? Raymond, talk to me.
Well, success is in stages. Let me put it that way. If you're saying all over a whole career, looking at their whole career, national team inclusive, club football, then we might be stuck at one thing. Now, before I judge who is actually successful,
Yes.
I'm of the opinion that everything is not just about trophies. The actual fact is you can sit on the bench, be a part big player and still raking trophies enough, even though you are not important in that. So when you're talking about success, being successful, I don't want to use that word actually. I want to use a word who is the most impactful in the teams they have played. What is their impact when they are playing on the pitch? Are they really the set of players that they are untouchable? Yeah, let me use the word. They are untouchable. I think that is where I want to bring it from. Of course, Kanu has 16 trophies. Mikel has 12. They are about. So if you want to count the trophies, it is easy to sit down and say Kanu is the most successful Nigerian player ever because of the trophies, and of course he also has some personal awards. But if we break it down, look at some of the impact club by club, then maybe at that level, I start having a second thought. Kanu had a style that is not good for himself. In the Premier League, it should be the third player to be the most substitutes in the Premier League. If you take his Premier League stats and starting the match, I repeat, not starting from the starting point. By the time we get to that era, to that discussion, we might start having another angle and feel like, okay, maybe Kanu is not as impactful as Mikel, or maybe Mikel is not as impactful as Kanu. But when we get there, we'll cross the river.
Yeah. That's good one. That's a good one from Raymond there. Raymond talking to me. Well, let's move on. I'm going to ask Robbie, talk to me. Who is the most successful player? Is it Mikel Obi or King Kanu? Talk to me.
Well, I think I like the angle which Raymond is bringing this argument from. Unfortunately, I think today is not that day in which we're going to be talking about the most impactful player. Very good point. But right now is about the most successful of the two of them. And luckily for both of them, they played in the English Premier League. And of course, for Kanu, Kanu played for a couple of teams. In fact, Kanu played for more Premier League teams than Mikel Obi. And of course, talking about trophies, Kanu has more trophies than Mikel Obi as it is. Yes, a couple of people have put in the argument of Mikel Obi won the AFCON, but also you can look at the way of Kanu saying that Kanu was part of the team and was very influential in the team that has won Nigeria's only gold medal till today, talking about the football event in the Olympics. And of course, Kule will also bring his argument that it is not a FIFA-sanctioned tournament. Wahala no day. But I think going by what we have in front of us, which is the most successful player by trophy count, that is Kanu Wako. And of course, I will be swinging in the direction of Kanu Wako for this one.
Oh my goodness. King Kanu winning this all the way. But this man, I know it's going to have a different opinion. That's Irate. Irate, talk to me. You are live. Irate, what do you feel about this? Who is the most successful player? Mikel Obi or King Kanu? Talk to me, Irate.
Yeah, I think you can actually make a case for both of them. Mikel successful, he has won everything at club level, and at the same time, Kanu has. And if you are looking at their achievements at the international stage, Kanu has won under 17, he's won Olympics, but he's been runner-up. He hasn't won the African Cup of Nations. So if we're talking about success here, if we're talking about, are we saying personal success, individual success, or success with the team? And if it's by individual success, I would say Kanu has more personal honors. He's two-time African Footballer of the Year. Mikel has as I don't even think he has ever made top three. So there's a huge gap right there. And in terms of the amount of trophies Kanu has won compared to Mikel, I think there's also a gap there, 16 to 10 or 11, if I'm correct. So he has won everything in club football, like I said. Mikel has also won both. But in terms of individual, I think Kanu leads Mikel in that area. And for me, because of that, I mean, we are talking, if you talk about the roles they played in this success, I think at some point they both played bit part roles in clubs, and also at some point they played influential roles in clubs. So I think there's a balance there. But overall, man, I mean, Kanu is influence in the national team and on the clubs he played for, and also individual success. I feel like Kanu just edges it over Mikel for me for this one.
Oh my goodness. Every ISTV crew, all of them.
I
Narrow it down
never
to-
talk. I never talk.
Oh my goodness. Don't be afraid to talk to me.
Yeah, let me talk to you. Now, I'm going to tackle Raymond. Raymond was talking about impact. Now you can be coming off the bench and have more impact than the player playing 90 minutes. We all knew that, you know. After Kanu had that heart issue, he was very cautious with his health. And we understand why he was coming off the bench. But what was his impact? This was a man that came off the bench and scored a hat-trick at the Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. This was someone that came off the bench and scored crucial goals. Then also, another reason why Kanu became a bit part player at Arsenal was when he had issues with Wenger over AFCON. You know, if you remember vividly, Wenger called AFCON alongside some other managers a Mickey Mouse tournament, because usually it happens in January and it will disrupt preparations in the business end of the season. That was the major issue. And you were talking about Kanu having 16 trophies. No, he had 18. Mikel has 12. And Kanu actually won the Afro-Asian Intercontinental Cup. It's a trophy. It's just like Nations League. Will you call Nations League not a trophy? It's a trophy.
African Cup happened only once.
No, but he won it. Even if it happened half times, he won it.
See, there are some trophies.
No, and hold on. And also, Kanu is a man of many firsts. He's the only Nigerian to have won the UEFA Super Cup. He won it with Ajax. He's the first Nigerian to win the Premier League. Right. He's the only Nigerian that is an invincible. He's the only Nigerian to have won the FA Cup with two different teams. Kanu played for, I think, 5 clubs. Abroad. Ajax, Inter,
Arsenal, West Brom, Portsmouth.
The only club he did not win a title with was West Brom.
I know.
So, and Mikel played with a host of clubs, Lille, Oslo, Chelsea, and a host of other clubs after Chelsea. The only club he won trophies with was Chelsea. So you can actually say, and this Kanu got the most valuable player or the player of the match in an FA Cup final. He's the only Nigerian to have that. So when we are talking, I mean, the gulf is huge. So, and of course, Mikel already set the standard. Mikel came out and said he's the most decorated. So let us not twist it. It's not about successful. He said, because when we talk about successful, we can even be talking about earnings. And we know, of course, Arsenal were penny pinchers. Chelsea spent big. So in terms of earnings, Mikel was going to earn far more than Kanu, you get. But
I'm not going to beat their money.
And when you talk about most decorated, it simply means the titles you won, the personal honors you got. And on both fronts, Kanu smashed Mikel big time. So I don't even think it's up for debate. No.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on to this next one, the next topic, because there's international break at the moment. Nothing is going on at the EPL or any league at the moment. It's all about international break. The next question, the best 11 of Super Eagles in the last 2 decades. I'm going to show you what we are looking at, the criteria for the selection. This is going to be based on success with the Super Eagles. Successful career of the player as well too. Then we are choosing the style of play to be 4-4-2. Hereabouts, we're going to choose the managers. Who is the best manager so far? Let me quickly read this comment. Someone is Mikel Akintayo, all the way from Canada. Kanu nicks it for me. That's it for big up, bro. That's Mark. One love, bro. let's start with this. I'm going to share my screen. 1 second. Ole, are you still there?
Yes, boss, I am.
All right, as we're moving on, I want to ask you, Raymond, you watched Super Eagles yesterday. What's your submission about that game? Did we play well, or did we have a lot to do? Or any chances of us qualifying for the World Cup?
Talking about playing, I think where Super Eagles lagged it was the final third. The good chances, but Super Eagles were very wasteful. In the first half, they could have done 2 goals up actually. That was only the culprit missing an almost open net, not even almost. And of course, not being clinical. That was what cost Super Eagles. Against the Lesotho side, who is down 125, 135 on the FIFA ranking. It was a no-brainer for Super Eagles to beat them, but seems like there was no idea of how to score goals. It took a defender, Semi Ajayi, to equalize for Super Eagles. So it shows that attack was bumped yesterday, and it's not looking good. And of course, talking about chances to qualify for the World Cup, well, it's still match day 1. And but I mean, this is the time you start picking up points as well. Now they have to go to Zimbabwe to get a. If we go to Zimbabwe and they don't pick 3 points, then there'll be trouble, because match day 3 and match day 4 will be against Benin Republic, and of course Benin Republic, and of course South Africa. You cannot allow South Africa to be ahead of you early. It's going to be it smells danger. And of course, it doesn't speak well for Super Eagles. I mean, the number of points we've dropped against Minus, Guinea-Bissau, Cape Verde, Lesotho, these are teams we should be punishing. I mean, you should deal with them mercilessly like they stole Maggi in the market. I mean, this is what big European clubs will do. When England meets San Marino, they'll beat them like thief. When Germany meets Luxembourg, you beat them like... You instill that fear so that when small teams are coming, they know you are coming against powers that you beat them mercilessly. But Super Eagles were found wanting, and the president, the foundation is not what we missed the last World Cup. We can't afford to miss another one in 2026. Even a time when 9 teams are going to qualify directly from the group, 9 teams, and Super Eagles will not make it. I don't know. Pesero was asked yesterday if it will be sacked after that draw. It was shocked actually, but then the starting is not good. I hope they get 3 points, 3 maximum points, not negotiable in their next game, and they just have to. I mean, they just have to.
All right, let me quickly ask our reporter, that's Robbie, about the game. You pleased with the game? What's your submission about the game, Robbie? Robbie, are you still there? The Super Eagles game, I think I lost Robbie there. Okay, did you watch the match, Super Eagles?
No, I'm here. Sorry, I'm here.
All right.
For the Super Eagles game,
are we to be scared, or we should be worried?
I think we should be worried and we should be scared, because as it is, yesterday I saw the game from start to finish. Yesterday, after seeing the first half, I knew there was trouble, because the boys played so relaxed, like as if it was not even a training session. The transition was very slow. It was not more or less like a business-like approach. Just like Raymond rightly said, there was nothing that even made Lesotho scared. Like, we came to play in Nigeria, and look at the way this team is rushing us like hot pop-off. And Nigeria just give them this leeway, like, okay, we can thread passes, we can even dribble all these big players on the field, and nothing will happen. And unfortunately, Lesotho scored first, and that was where the alarm bells started ringing for Nigeria. Fortunately for us, we were able to equalize, but unfortunately, we did not get that winning goal that everybody thought, okay, Nigeria would win. Now, this is where the problem is. South Africa will play Benin Republic next. Benin Republic's coach used to be the Super Eagles coach. So that one in itself is a problem, because when that man comes to play in Nigeria, we are going to have a very tough time. Nigeria might beat the Republic in Nigeria, but I'll tell you that it is going to be a very tough match. Now we have South Africa also. Despite the fact that we are not more or less on the same side of the continent, we are in the western part of Africa, they are in the southern part of Africa. There is this strong rivalry between Nigeria and South Africa. The last time South Africa came to Nigeria, they defeated Nigeria right here on our own turf. So that tells you the complexity of how things are in this group. The countries in this group don't sound like the countries that should make Nigeria not sleep with both eyes closed. But unfortunately, these boys will just make all of us start bringing out Bibles, Quran, calculator, T-square, ruler, name it. They will start making us bringing out everything and start permutating. If South Africa beats Zimbabwe and we can draw these people, Kali, qualify and all this kind of thing. So it is very terrible. The thing is, Nigeria is playing Zimbabwe next. Nigeria needs to beat Zimbabwe. After then, I guess we can now start looking at, okay, how do we remedy this whole issue? Because this draw in itself can be the only thing that will derail Nigeria's quest to appear in the next World Cup.
All right, thank you so much. Kunle, I know you want to say something about the Super Eagles game, but 1 second. Right now, we want to do the best 11 of the Super Eagles in the last 2 decades. It's going to be, I'm going to call on Okwetu directors first. Quickly, Kunle, just 1 second. 1 minute. What do you want to say about game, Super Eagles game?
Yeah, what I just wanted to say is that that game for me wasn't surprising because, the Super Eagles have a well-documented history of losing or of dropping points when you least expect it. I think Raymond mentioned, like, for instance, the game against Guinea-Bissau. Let's not even forget this World Cup qualifier, 2022 World Cup qualifier against South Central African Republic. Here in Lagos, I remember I went to watch that match. With the way that game was going, I said, see the way they were wasting chances. Central African Republic was ranked 140 something, but I said, with the way the Super Eagles were playing, I said I wouldn't be surprised if Central African Republic were going to get a goal out of nowhere, and that was what happened. So it's not a surprise. The truth is, if you feel because you have the players, because even when you say players, let's not forget that these guys, there's no synergy in that team. And once there is no synergy, you will struggle to get results. So if you go and pack all the attackers you are, if there is no synergy from defense to attack, you are not going to get the result. And this is what those smaller teams will capitalize on. So people should stop dwelling on, Lesotho is ranked this thing. Let the team work on themselves. When they work on themselves, you will be able to get convincing wins. You look at the likes of Morocco, you look at the likes of Algeria, you look at the likes of Egypt as well. That's why you can see they are up there. But Nigeria is not even close to them. So this thing should not be a surprise to anyone. So, and I think as Robbie mentioned, this group is tough because the teams he mentioned, Rwanda is there, Benin Republic is there, South Africa is there. And mind you, it is only one team that is going out from this group because it's 9 countries that are going. Yes. So this point that is dropped is a very, very bad thing. And for me, it's giving me vibes of 2006 World Cup when Angola took the World Cup spot away from us. This was starting on the wrong foot. So I don't know how they will redeem themselves, but everybody is going to be jostling for that one spot. So a very, very bad start for the Super Eagles.
All right. I'm sure Irate is going to say we'll qualify. No problem. That's what Irate will say. Well, let's move on. Irate, am I right? We are going to qualify. No doubt about it. Irate.
Yeah, we are a continent. I won't even say continent. A country that likes to pray. So let's continue to fast and pray that we qualify and maybe.
Oh my goodness. Now let's go down to this one. I'm telling you, it's going to be loud tonight. It's going to be loud. These are the criteria. We are talking about the best 11 of Super Eagles in the last 2 decades. Can we do this? I'm telling you, it's going to go down tonight. I'm going to start with the goalkeeper, but first, we are playing 4-4-2, and we're going to start with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper aspect. I have these nominees. 3 nominees coming in. the goalkeeper Vincent Enyama or Peter Rufai? I want to start with Okwe. You are going to be the moderator for this one now. We have two nominees, Vincent Enyama and Peter Rufai. So, Okwe, what do you think?
Yeah, so I mean, Peter Rufai, aka Dodo Mayana, what a great human being he is, apart from a footballer. But you know, because we're considering the last 2 decades, in my own opinion, and you know, the time frame that we're given was between 2000 and 2010, and I believe 2010 to 2020, if I'm not mistaken. Because of that, it's very easy for me to say Enyama, because Enyama was a whole lot more consistent and has more caps, you know, for the Super Eagles. And Enyama was in the successful 2013 AFCON squad. So for me, it's Vincent Enyama. If we're talking about maybe years prior to 2000, I would have definitely picked Peter Rufai. There's no doubt about that. But for this purpose, I would go is Vincent Enyama for me.
Wow. Michael, I can tell you that's Mark. Why did you say Peter Rufai by Bao? You can drop your comments. I love that. He says Peter Rufai. Drop your comment. Why do you say you picked Peter Rufai? Kole, do you agree with Okwe? He says Vincent Enyama. Or do we have any?
Yeah, even if we want to take both goalkeepers, I'm sorry, but I think Vincent Enyama did better than what's it called, than Peter Rufai. Looking at their two careers. Yes, Peter Rufai was part of that famous AFCON squad and that 1994. But you know, looking at the longevity of Enyama and what he brought onto the pitch, I mean, we are still even having discussion that we want him to come and kick for us. You understand? Even though he has been out of the national, he has retired since when they said they want him to come back because the current goalkeeper we have is not suitable, and Nigeria has not had a suitable number one since he retired. You know, so I think that goes to tell you how very, very powerful and influential Vincent Enyama was.
Wow. All right. So let's pick Vincent Enyama. Big up, bro. Enyama. Not disrespecting my own Dodo Mayana. I love Dodo Mayana. I know that about it. Irate, what do you suggest? What do you think? Vincent for you, right?
Yeah, I think I'll go with Vincent. I mean, I didn't see a lot of Dodo Mayana, but Enyama was consistent. I think he's probably the best we have in this generation, and we've not been able to replace him since he retired. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I think Enyama was one of the best around, even at some point in Europe. So I'll just go for Vincent Enyama, in my own opinion.
All right, let's move on to the defenders, the back four. I'm going to start with you, Raymond. Raymond, we have these nominees, the back four. We have Kenneth Omeruo, Joseph Yobo, Taye Taiwo, and Celestine Babayaro, Chidi Odia, Taribo West, and Ben Iroa. I saw Stephen Keshi and Uche Okechukwu. These are the back four. What do you think, Raymond? Talk to me. Which one do you go for your back four?
The past 20 years, that is 2003 to date. Yes. And of course, that has to be the group of players that play within that period. The Ben Iroa, the Stephen Keshi, Okechukwu and stuff, didn't meet the plan, ended their tenure Super Eagles, I think, 2000 there about. Taribo West played till a bit to 2004. So if I'll be picking, definitely has to be guys within. So a couple of guys that won the AFCON in 2013. Joseph Yobo definitely. You can bring up that nominees again. Joseph Yobo definitely is going to make my list, of course. And also, what am I still looking at? I also feel, though Taye Taiwo definitely a left back, Celestine Babayaro, Ifeanyi Daisy, no, I think Taye Taiwo at his own time as well. So Taye Taiwo definitely makes it at left back, and of course
on the right back.
On the right back, The names that comes to mind will be GDLD, of course. Very, very skillful player. But I think his run also didn't really last long. I think the Super Eagles, during that time. But it was the mainstay in that team before he visited that at the end of the day. I couldn't make it to the AFCON team that won. So he will. But one player that I feel should have been but he didn't make it, could have been this Sunshine Stars player that was at the heart of the defense when Super Eagles won the AFCON in 2013. Godfrey Obuabuna, exactly. What that team did then, you can't just look away from him. With Yobo had different set of partnership at the heart of the defense. We had this man from Celtic, Ozil Koko now, and there was no real mainstay. When Yobo was the main man in the defense, there are changes left and center before. Obuabuna also didn't last, definitely. After the AFCON where they won, they went away. But I'm just speaking it because it was part of that team that created that history in 2013. So, Chidi Odia, Tai Taiwo, Joseph Yobo, and of course, Godfrey Obuabuna.
Godfrey? Really?
It's on your list, but I had him.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, all right, Robbie, you are going to guide me on this one.
I think
the
I
defenders.
want to say something real quick on
all
the
right,
centre back.
Please. All right, the centre back. Taiwo on the left.
The centre backs.
Yes, Taiwo on the left.
On the right.
On the right, Chidi Odia.
Chidi, yeah. Omo, I don't know that guy.
Very right, good guy. He used to cut his hair.
Irate, talk to me. You want to say something about the centre back?
Yeah, I think I would go for. I'm honestly tempted to go for Taribo West because at his prime it was solid, not just for country but for club as well. But if we look at longevity and someone who has been around the Super Eagles for a long time now, and I think has played at I think he played under 20 or under 17 or 23, I'm not sure. And now has been a mainstay with the Super Eagles for years now. It's Kenneth Omeruo, and he is still active with the Super Eagles. So because of that, I might be tempted to go for maybe Yobo and Omeruo over Obuabuna because I feel like Omeruo, Obuabuna he wasn't really in that that time frame that Super Eagles. I know he won the Nations Cup, but he hasn't really been involved in Super Eagles for a very long time compared to maybe Yobo or Omeruo. I think he had a short stay with the Super Eagles, Obuabuna. So because of that, I'm kind of tilting towards Omeruo over Obuabuna.
All right, on this one, the defenders, the jury was going to talk. Robbie, the two centre back.
Yes, I think I will agree with Irate because Obuabuna, yes, he won the Nations Cup, but his stint with the national team. If you're actually talking to somebody about Obuabuna right now, they probably will tell you that they've never heard of him or they did not even see him play. But for Kenneth Omeruo, you could make a case for him because this is somebody who has been constant. He was even invited to the match that was played yesterday, but he did not play. And of course, this is somebody that has been very, very active for his club in Spain. Even when they were in the La Liga Segunda, he was also very, very active for them. He was, even at a point in time, the captain of the team. So I think I would tilt towards Yobo and Omeruo for centre-back pairing.
All right. Kunle, you want to say something quickly?
Yeah, I just want to say something about the right back. Yeah, one thing that has stood out is that there was no longevity with the right backs we've had. But just to have an alternate opinion, I think that the person who is playing right back for us is really going to be with the Super Eagles for many years to come and that is speaking about Bright Osai Samuel. And I think if anybody has seen that guy play, you would actually know that this guy is actually one of the best players in the team, even when the team is playing rubbish. He is actually one of the bright backs.
The problem is that there's a lot of competition for that win. That is the
all right,
problem.
the jury. I want the jury to speak now. Are we picking
competition? Do you really think so? Who is the I don't see any competition for Brighton side Samuel. I think he has
there is an line in that position. I think there is a janitor.
That's really even for Brighton side. I think that's really for me.
Olaino is not his versatile. Olaino can play as a left back. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, because of our time, Kule, let me ask the jury.
Yeah.
Because of the jury, we're picking Yobo Joseph, right? And
Omeru.
Yes, Kenneth Omeru comes in. I forget that name. He's still around. He won the AFCON.
Remind everybody of what our guidelines are, because I can see in the nominated list, I can see some players that were playing in the 90s and ended their career in the early 2000s. So our criteria for picking this team is based on players who have played between 2000 and 2010, and then between 2010 and 2020.
Yes.
So let's stick to those crop of players. The likes of Dodo Mayana, Stephen Keshi, Okechukwu. I mean, those were years before.
Yes. Thanks for that one. Now let's move on to the midfield. The midfielders we have the nominees. I'm going to call on Kunle to guide us on this. The midfielders. We have Victor Moses, John Mikel Obi, JJ.
For me, okay.
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. So for me in this one, Miss John Mikel Obi definitely gets a pick because we've been talking about longevity in the team, and he's definitely one of them. So I think I will have him in the center of midfield. I think I would have him there alongside. Please, can you go back? Please, can you put this? Please, can you put the? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I think I would have him. I think I would have him there with. Wow. I think I would have to go with JJ Okocha from what I am seeing on this list.
Okay.
I would go in there. Then I on the left side, I think we're going to put Ahmed Musa there because he's the most capped player. He's the most capped player for the Super Eagles, so he definitely deserves that mention. And I think on the right, I think I'll be putting Victor Moses because Victor Moses too was a very, very influential player for Nigeria, and let's not forget that he didn't retire on a good note. He retired when he was still at the peak of his powers, but because of maybe some differences with the national team, he decided not to continue. But imagine if he had continued, who knows the success that would have followed with us. So I think I would put Victor Moses on the right.
Victor Moses. I'm going to call on Nubian Prince. Do you agree? Nubian Prince on the left. Musa.
Yes, I'm here. Done.
All right. Do you agree?
With what? I didn't get that. Sorry.
I mean the midfield.
Yeah. What are the options, please?
No. I want you to be the jury on this.
Yeah. Okay. What are the options?
No, Kunle Obi, Musa.
Well, Obi, yes, Mikel Obi there. Yes, I think Mikel Obi should be there. Unfortunately for Wilfred the injuries, he never really went to any major tournament. Would have been nice. Then I think we cannot but mention a certain Sunday Umba because I don't think we would have won AFCON 2013 without him. So he needs to be there. For me, he was even Nigeria's most important midfielder, not even Mikel Obi. That was just
Sunday Umba to be.
I don't know.
Exactly. After AFCON 2013, he became pompous and proud.
But the point is, would we have won?
Would we have
won that AFCON 2013 without Umba?
Okay, but we're not talking about 2013 alone.
Well, for me, for that steering road, considering the fact that he was an home-based player and he made that squad and he did so well, scoring in quarter, semi, and finals. For me, I think he deserves the place for just that singular reason alone.
All right.
Yeah.
Irate. Final justice. Midfield. Do you like it? What do you think about the midfield? Before we move on to the striker.
Musa, yes. I think Musa has to be there.
Yeah.
Obi, JJ, I don't think anyone can rival that midfield pairing. I mean, if Olise was in that era, maybe we would have had something to say, but it won't be included for this. What are the options? Other options for the wingers? Odewingi. Yeah, I think Victor Moses. Yeah, I think Victor Moses has to be on the other wing. You know, influential for Nigeria.
All right. Okay.
Nations Cup and World Cup qualification. So yeah, I think this midfield is what we have.
All right. Let's move on to the strikers. The nominees. Raymond, can you guide us on this one, Raymond? I think I lost Raymond there. Okay, Raymond, I lost him there. Robbie, can you hear me loud and clear? Guide us on this one.
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Okay, for the nominees, please can you project them again? I think there is a certain Rashidi Yekini, so maybe for me personally, I will rule that out because it did not make the last decade as it is. But from the first nomination, you have Ojo Igalo and Kanu, while you have Obafemi Martins and you have Victor Osimhen. So for me, I think I'm looking at the style of Victor Osimhen and Obafemi Martins. Both of them are very energetic forward. Both of them are pacey. Both of them are very aggressive and they have very, very good eye for goal. But you also need to get somebody that can balance those attributes. And I think that is where somebody maybe like Ojo Igalo comes in for me. So I think I would go with Victor Osimhen and Ojo Igalo.
Ojo Igalo. Kunle, talk to me. Kunle, talk to me on this.
I don't know. This list is travesty. This list is travesty, like travesty of the highest order. Where on earth is Yakubu Ayegbeni, please? How isn't he on the list? I don't know. I want to understand because Yakubu was the
Why would Yakubu be doing that after he missed empty night against
you see them? I don't know.
Because he missed a kicker, does that make him a bad striker?
You wait, Nubian Prince, you are funny. You forget that Yakubu Ayegbeni remains the highest scoring Nigerian in the Premier League. He is still one of the highest scoring Africans, even in the whole of England, because even though he got to play in the lower tier. You understand? So I mean, this guy still for me remains Nigeria's most prolific. He's Nigeria's most prolific forward when you look at it holistically. The only person who I think is trying to match up with him is Victor Osimhen, right? Because I know people mentioned Rashidi Yekini, but Rashidi Yekini, we talked about it that it was just particularly one club that he really had that his break. But Yekini everywhere, but Yakubu everywhere he went, he scored, and this also reflected in the Super Eagles. I think presently he is third on the list or second on the list of the highest goal scorers.
Which player? Because of which player are we going to put there now?
For me, I would pick Yakubu. I will pick Yakubu, and I would have to pick Osimhen because Osimhen's rise has been meteoric. I mean, nobody had a fast rise like him. So I think I would have to put. I'm not disrespecting Igalo and all, but I think with the way Osimhen is going, he has already he's going to surpass Igalo's legacy in the team already. So I would be putting Yakubu and Osimhen.
Do you agree with that, Raymond?
I think my network was breaking. I said Igalo and Victor Osimhen, right? If I'm right?
Yeah.
Well, no. I said Yakubu and Victor Osimhen.
Okay, Yakubu and Osimhen. Well, number one, yes. Yakubu comes in. No way. Whether he missed the goal that will give us World Cup or not.
Thank you very much.
You don't divide a player because of a miss. I only just missed an empty net yesterday. Big players in the world miss empty. But Yakubu is definitely. So Yakubu over the years have been Nigeria's most prolific striker.
He still
at the
remains
national team
safe.
level, at the national team level, at the club level, is a bang goal scorer. So he comes in, he's irreplaceable, he's untouchable.
All right, guys. Because of our time, let me
now.
quickly...
Osimhen, I won't put Osimhen now. I think I'll put Odio Digalo. After that World Cup issue, there was...
Only, what do you think about Igalo now? Igalo should be... I don't know.
I know.
Help me now. Help me.
I'm not disputing, but you can't deny. But it's just almost impossible to leave out Osimhen, because don't forget, Osimhen has now been a mainstay in the Super Eagles since 2019, or was it 2020? And look at that's why I said his meteoric rise. I don't think anybody had such a fast rise like him. You understand? And I mean, where he is presently, I think he's almost close to, very soon he's going to surpass Yakubu's. I think he's just 3 goals or 4 goals away from surpassing Yakubu's and the number of goals Yakubu scored for the Super Eagles. After that, he only has Rashidi Yekini.
One more goal to level Yakubu.
Oh, sorry. One more goal.
Osimhen has one.
No, he has one more goal.
He's still our top goal scorer with 37 goals. Then Shegun Odebami with 23. Yakubu has 21. Osimhen has 20.
Tom, thank you, Okwe. You see him.
Yakubu goes. All right, guys. This is how far we can go. But before we go, the paper talk that's been spreading around right now. Everton docked 10 points. Well, Chelsea and Man City is set to face relegation from EPL. I rate Everton don't dock Kanu. So what's your take on this? Because people are already saying, where's Man City? Where's Chelsea? You know.
Yeah,
so I rate, talk to me.
I think it's unfair to Everton because Man City and Chelsea were charged before Everton, and there has still been no action taken on those clubs. And they are telling us, Everton's charge is just 1, while Man City has over 110 charges. So they have an independent panel to go through all of those charges, and they are actually even denying the charges, while Everton have accepted their own charge and have taken their punishment. But like I said, Everton fans are not happy, and also the mayor of Liverpool has come out to say that this is an injustice and they will be fighting this, because how come Man City and Chelsea that have had this charges against them for some time now, no action has been taken. When the 6 clubs tried to break out for the European Super League, no actions were taken against them. So why does Everton have to suffer for this front? Because they accepted the charges. So if they had also gone the route of Man City and say, we are not accepting these charges, we are fighting it, then right now they won't be deducted any points also as well at the moment. So I think right now they are victims of their own sincerity by admitting that charge. So I think there will still be discussions ongoing, and also lots of files will be made that why does it have to be only Everton? So it's up to the crew to make sure that other clubs are punished as well, or then Everton is not punished like the others. So I think there needs to be some fairness here, because like I said, it's really not being fair to Everton that they are the only ones being charged when 3 clubs have been accused of the same offense. So we'll keep an eye on this issue.
Yeah, let's keep our eyes on this issue. Thank you so much. I was even thinking Liverpool was also there, but you told me no way. You are
we are a clean club. We don't that.
All right, I've been sarcastic there. All right, I want to thank you so much, Okwe. I think somebody said we have to do this thing again. That's the best 11. We have to do it again.
It's so the debate.
Yeah, because we are going to, at least me and you going to work on it, and Kunle, we love to change it, the criteria we're looking for, so that we won't get mixed up. Let me say let me speak on this. Raymond, want to say a special thanks to you for joining us on this show for the first time, being our fans. Raymond, thank you so much. Can you hear me, Raymond?
Yeah, I tell you, it's a pleasure to be on the show this evening. Lovely one. Of course, it is what we do. Soft work is our work.
Yeah, soft work is our work. Thank you, Raymond. I'm going to sign you out. Thank you so much for joining us. Irate, big up, bro. Thank you so much for joining us on this one. Big up, bro. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Zidane. It's a pleasure.
All right, Kule, talk to me. I social D, please, Marigasu. You know I'm saying, you know the person I'm talking about. One love, bro. I got to talk, bro.
Thanks, boss. I appreciate it.
All right, big up, bro. All right, one love, Robbie, number one. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, John.
All right, Nubia Priest, brother from another mother. One love anytime.
Thanks to Don. I appreciate, bro.
All right, okay. Me, you.
Always a pleasure to be done.
Yeah, we're gonna find out on how to mix this up, you know.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
All right, have a nice weekend. All right, people, smash the like on the video. This is how far we can go. I promise you, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna come up with another fashion of the criteria of how we want to look at the matches. I mean, this Super Eagles. All right, greetings from here, Mark. Big up. Thank you so much. Go Canada. One love. All right, this is how far we can go tonight. Big shout out to all our fans anywhere in the world. Enjoy your weekend. Please smash the like on the video. What are you waiting for? Subscribe. One love, people. Bye for now.